Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to this Cosa Nostra radio production. Cosa Nostra is a family unit located on allpoetry.com. Allpoetry.com, the world's largest poetry community. We want to thank Kevin and the crew for giving us a place to call home and hang our hats. The content and opinions of the people, the callers, and the hosts do not necessarily reflect the beliefs and opinions of Cosa Nostra ownership and management. Enjoy this Cosa Nostra programming.
Hello, 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 and welcome to our house. Yes, I am on vacation, just chilling out, relaxing as the train goes by. That was Boo doing a little bit of Matchbox 20 for us. Actually, Rob Thomas with Santana. That was a solo project. That was a project by Carlos Santana put together. And I'm just relaxed, chilled out, and kind of excited about today. Welcome everybody to our house. Time to kick back and relax. Kick up your feet, and let me welcome my usual shadow in here. Welcome, Raz. How you doing, brother?
Seeing white triangles. I'm on the light. Hello, Jay.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yep. So there you go. Got all the money in the world. Why don't you tell us about Friday and what's coming up at 9
this is our lucky winner for Straight Out of Money. It goes to Ashanti Ghani, who bailed out of Afghanistan with $168 million. You are this week's winner, and you're straight out of money. As to the show, we're going to do the beach. Come out on Friday. See Gary. Put down all you have, and maybe you can take it back by the end of the night on the beach.
Yep. Put in enough money, and you can buy the beach. Okay. And also let me welcome in Rack. Hey, Rack.
Hey. I could vacation on that beach.
You want a sound effect too? Here, let me get you one.
Plenty of hotels.
Here, we'll get you this one. I don't know what the hell that was.
Whirling in the World Train tonight.
We got something going on. I'm just having fun out there. I don't even know how I'm going to start this damn show out. But I'm, like I said, I'm on vacation, and that's all that matters to me right now. So I'm excited about that.
Colada, then.
Start with a pina colada. Hey, actually, why don't we start with Raz reading a little bit of Lauren? Let's start it out with that. Here we go.
All right. Like I was guaranteeing you from the last time I was here at our house, after Lawrence, when I do my recital, there will be mentioning of Brett Spiner, who played Data on Star Trek Next Generation. I do keep my word. And here's Lawrence, and I got hundreds of these. Check it out. Jack and Jill went up the hill. Jill came down pregnant. The end. The Three Little Pigs. The Wolf. Barbecue at 6. The end. Little Red Riding Hood. The Wolf be pimpin'. Little Hood be riding. The end. Little Red Caboose. Little Red Caboose be wrecked. The end. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. You grew up so fast, now in jail you are. The end. Itsy bitsy spider. Got the house smashed because I hate spiders. The end. If you're happy and you know it, smoke more weed. Yawn. I'm hungry. The end.
Puff, puff, pass. Puff, puff, pass. Puff, puff, pass. Oh my gosh, this is great. This is stinking hilarious. He had so much fun with these nursery rhymes and the way that they put it. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start out. The Three Little Pigs, the Wolf, Barbecue at 6. I like that. Oh my gosh, little lamb cutlet here and there. Rack, what do you think about that?
Yeah, it made me think of the old Andrew Dice Clay routine with all the nursery rhymes. You know, as corny as it is, I still love it. You know, half of them, I shouldn't say half of them, but sometimes you just don't see them coming. The humor in this, I like that he changed it up a little bit, and you know, he just, you know, I won't say got lazy, but he just, you know, throughout the end, you know, that kind of a conclusion to some of these, you know, it kind of goes with that mood. I think, you know, it's a little sophomoric, but you know, you get what you get. You know, sometimes that's you know the direction to go, and it works when you don't overdo it. I appreciated it.
Absolutely. Raz, you read it. What'd you think?
Yeah, plenty of flavor here with Lawrence taking out that nursery rhyme book and giving us a good lesson of how to lecture one thought rhyme from the other reason.
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick.
Yeah. Yeah, the Andrew Dice Clay ones are a little bit, they're a little bit tongue-in-cheek racy, and I remember them too. What the hell is it? Tough it. But that's fine.
Jack went down the hillside to stick.
No, Jack burnt off his fucking dick.
Jack said Jack to Jack. That was law.
Oh, man. You guys are crazy. Okay, here's what I'm going to do next. We're going to put on a little Budo. Let's play a Budo song. Get us going this morning. Here we go. Where is it? There it is.
Well, the way is long and winding. It turns up on the bend. I ride blind under starlight. Head straight, narrows in, straight for the end. Straight for the end. Oh, I've burned too many bridges, crossed too many paths. I don't look back past sunset. The good, why would it last? Why would it last? Why would it last? Salvation comes with these, at least it does to me. But I've emptied dry the coffers. These chains won't drop for free. Smoking pure gunpowder, the wheels are growling loud. The brakes to force to slow down. I'm going off the rails, I'm off the rails. I'm off the rails. Stealing and grinding, friction burns the wind. Closing hot the margins, too late for words to mend, but words to mend. Words to mend. Salvation comes with these, at least it does to me. But I've emptied all the coffers, the change won't set me free. My life flash in an instant, a sampling of the pain, with snapshots in a flurry to tear apart this train I'm blamed. And I'm blamed, 'cause I can't go any further. It's written on the page of an ancient manuscript, yeah. So my unity, salvation comes with fees, at least it does for me. But I've emptied dry the coffers, these chains won't drop for free.
Choo-choo Express.
Well, he went off the rails and then he tore apart the train. I really like this.
Go back on the track, like the horses.
No kidding. But I don't know if he can get back on the track. I tell you what, I like this song. The beat is great. It's really got like almost a Bob Dylan flair to it. kind of the folk rock style, folk rock country, all those things mixed into one, and I really like the way that it's brought together. Raz, what do you think about it?
Yeah, that's Ultimate Dylan, Platinum Gold, and now you have this songwriter here offering you what it's like to hear some new style folk.
Absolutely. And Rack, what do you think?
Yeah, I really liked it. Trying to think of who it was that it reminded me of. It was not so much Dylan for me. It was a country feel, and I can't remember the guy's name. It wasn't Gakin. It was someone else. Anyway, I really enjoyed the beat though. It had a really lovely hook to it. It kind of overshadowed the lyrics almost for me. I mean, it was really very catchy. And
Bob Dylan fans would agree.
Again?
2 out of 2 Bob Dylan fans would agree.
Yeah. Keith Urban, that's who it was. For some reason, it made me think of Keith Urban. But anyway,
okay.
I enjoyed it very much.
That was extremely well done by Buddha. I heard that song, I don't know how long, without him mentioning it to me right now.
Yeah, he did an amazing job with that. The lyrics are cool, but I think the tune he came up with was outstanding.
I agree 100%.
We're standing out
on
the
that.
press.
And let me welcome into the show Laughing Soul. Hello, Soul.
Hello. Good morning, guys. Hey, Raz. So you guys are having fun over here?
All right. Did you get to hear
We're doing
Budo's
just
song?
great. Donnie has taken off with $168 million from Afghanistan, whatever that's supposed to mean politically. But that would be the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's right. He is on a holiday. Vacation time.
Right.
No, I'm get to your.
Okay. So what I am going to do next is I'm looking here and there, see where I want to go next. I think what I'll do next is I'll put in Rick's poem, and we'll listen to a little SoundCloud by Rick. And I got to get up to it here. All right, here we go.
Cake, written and read by Rick Howe. Today has a taste of marzipan. An orange cat on a grey tar roof accepts sunshine like a tribute. Today has a taste of marzipan. Today is a half-eaten cake.
I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's a kind of a wide, kind of wild way to take a look at life in itself. You know, there's a sweetness to marzipan, but sometimes it can be over sweet. And you just have to, it's in front of you, and you just have to eat it as it comes. And I've seen all those crazy wild cakes that they make on the shows, and some of them are just pure art. And I could see a cake being a roof of a building with an orange cat on top of it, and maybe a sun in the background, and all that artistry woven into it. I think that is such a wild way. I really like the way he did that. It makes you really think about it. Soul, what did you think of Rick's poem?
Oh, I loved it. You know, in just a few words, he's managed to pen off, you can say gratitude. And I love marzipan, even if it's like sweet, but I wait for Easter. There's I just love the feel of the taste and the mention of an orange cat on a gray tar roof accepts sunshine like a tribute. It's quite profound, it's quite deep, wherein you need to look around and appreciate those little gifts bestowed by life on you. And today's a half-eaten cake. So, okay, we read the rest tomorrow. But Rick, the way he reads his, the way he reads his poems is like he puts his, just gives life to his words. I enjoy listening to him, and this was a very nice, tummy gratitude piece, you can say.
Wonderful. Rack, what do you think? I meant Raz. I messed that up.
Yeah, there's a feel here that it's pure beatnik poetry, what he's come up with that cake. And you mix it in with a bit of relaxation, mix it in with some sleeping pills, you're full for that whole day with that wonderful taste of cake in your mouth.
Wonderful. And Rack, now I got you.
Yeah, marzipan's wonderful. Like you say, all those shows that used to be on TV, Cake Boss and Ace of Cakes. You could do so many wonderful things, from cookies to the cake. So using that to tie into the tabby and transition to that thought, and then shift over to the cake. Kind of guided this poem in a definite direction. But by mentioning the marzipan, bringing out the sweetness of it, and then the philosophy, like G said about the cake, really made this a philosophical piece as well as an insulin-related one.
That's great. And let's welcome to the show the boss herself, Boo. Hey, Boo.
Hey, good morning.
Just in time for sugar overload.
Good morning. It's early. Whose poem was that, Jay?
Hello, Boo.
That was Rick's poem.
Oh, I missed it. Sorry.
Take the cake.
You take it.
It took the cake, yep.
I missed the audio, huh? I'll have to listen later.
That's okay. You're going to get another audio right here, as I am going to go ahead and put Soul's poem on the board next.
Uh-oh.
The Raven with a Flute, a story by Laughing Soul. Have you heard the story of a raven who flutes a song on midnight eerie? Notes shall bleed horror of darkness creepy as unfolds the story dreary. A serial killer was he, his bait, girls who quilled witty poetry. She was the one he was prying, she whose words were dark and mystifying. Came the night of the final call. He followed her through the thickets, played along shadows of the full moon or fall. Was it him sneaking on her, or was she luring him to his grave? Oh, to know what befell, you better be brave. On the night eerie, a raven flutes a song. He turns to shoo it away, and lo, in a flicker, she is gone. A thin veil of mist enshrouds the darkness. A silhouette not so far sways in the chilly nakedness. He brings out his dagger, walking softly, he moves closer. A queer wetness he feels on his palm. His dagger he sees bleeding, shrieks the killer and drops it down. It falls, ripping the heart of the rusted soil, deep into an abyss which appeared like a serpent coil. Chilly cold winds grip his brow like a frosted wreath, yet curious was he to see what lies beneath the foliage of leaves. A diabolic tempest echoes his death note. Doth he dare look into the abyss? A killer fears none. Morbid gales whistle a coat. Spells break free on a midnight eyrie. Ebony feathers swirl in a circle, and she in the center playing a flute made of skulls, with one missing in the end. She lured him to the grave to complete her music. But beware, this is just the beginning and not the end.
Hey, everyone was into the doors on this edition of La Cosa Nostra.
I think that freaking rocks. I love the sinister eeriness to it and the death tell poem. That is great. Oh my gosh, I love how that went. Wrath, what do you think about it?
Yeah, she did a great job with that. Very Poe feel to it. But the Raven, I think, just kind of does that on its own. The whole, all the imagery of the following and the feathers and whatnot, and the creepy flute sealing his fate, but it's the beginning, not the end. That's very ominous. She did a fantastic job with that. The whole thing has that feel of beware.
It's like the Black Widow drawing us into her web. I like that. That's rocks. Raz, what do you think?
Yeah, all the writers get together behind the producer's back on this edition because that message has been repeating over a half an hour that we're at the end, and this is just the start of the show. But what you have here with creative talent, the Raven and the flute, their imagery straight out of some kind of holy Bible you'd find in Mexico with Santa Muerte or the Saint of Death.
All right. Thank you.
And Boo, what do you think?
Yeah, I love this. I nominated this one, and I think it deserves the front page. It's creepy and freaky, and I think your voice, though it sounds so sweet, it's almost kind of hard to believe because you can't really sound sinister with a voice like that because your voice is so beautiful. But I think this is, I don't know if you do much darkness. I don't think you did.
Yeah, this is one of my second poems.
Yeah, I was going to say, for never doing it, holy shit, this is so good. A thin well of mist.
Yeah,
you did
I needed a background music.
So, yeah, you did an awesome job. You got the dagger, you got the flute, the music behind it, your voice, everything about it. I think it was amazing, and you deserve the front page. Really, really good. And you're only your second. Huh?
You won't believe I penned it. You won't believe I penned it live on a chat with a friend. So it was cool. One line after the other, just discussing the story. Yeah. So
on the phone? Oh, that's cool.
On the phone, yeah, on the chat. So
yeah, that works. Hey, you get inspired wherever you do, right?
Right.
Good job.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Where I'm going to go from here is I am going to go ahead and rack. I'm going to play yours next. So everybody sit back, relax, and enjoy.
How to avoid an argument.
by Raconteur. Snuggling on the couch, watching a movie, the house was silent, and we stopped searching for things to say. The lights were down low, and we had just finished a bottle of Chardonnay. Absently, my hand covered hers, giving it a gentle squeeze, causing her eyes to seek out mine, accusing me of being a wicked tease. With an impish grin, I pulled her onto my lap, taking the hint to mount an attack. I growled, "I'll show you, tease," and rolled to the floor, pinning her flat on her back. I gently bit her lower lip as she tried desperately to remain still. Pulling her hair exposed her neck, and I grazed hungrily with carnal skill. She whimpered and squirmed beneath me, tugging off our clothing and sending it flying, riding wave after wave of ecstasy, crashing to the ebb and flow of our sighing. Lying together in a heap, sharing dreams of what lies ahead. Exhaustion takes over and we fall asleep, avoiding a fight over making the bed. And
oh my gosh, that ending is great. That ending is just absolutely wild. Greg, you took that, you twisted it, you made it your own, and you just, I think you put a smile on everybody's faces today. Thank you for bringing this. This is just awesome. Oh, I can't help but we got that laugh going on in the background. Go ahead, Soul. What do you think about that?
You know what? I'm going to read what Sweet Pea has written. Why make the bed anyways? Just wash the sheets once in a while.
So you don't stick to them.
and yeah, this was like, you really made the day, you know. And what do we say? It's like fun. It was absolutely a delight hearing your voice modulation. So beautiful. I mean, I loved it, enjoyed it. Thank you, Rack.
They call that Netflix.
We want to hear more of such poems from you, you know.
What do they call it? Netflix what?
Netflix and chill.
There you go. Oh, yeah. Remember they used to call that back in our day? Let's watch a blockbuster movie. Same thing. Hello, what's a movie?
And Raz, what did you think?
Yeah, this is flirtatious, highly promiscuous, and it has that sense of a gentleman's manners and all be good before the sight of God. So what's here is a proper set of values of society. You can expect this form of fashion in any kind of house or family magazine. And I would find this writer to have that popular appeal when presenting how to avoid this argument by simply not having a discussion.
And Boo, you get the last say.
This is how you avoid an argument, you see? He did the old bait and switch thing. Then he pinned her to the floor and she was gone right there. I love the whole thing. It's hilarious and funny and sexy. I think you nailed it in one way. It was pun intended, Rack. Mount an attack with your carnal skills. That is great. You know, everybody needs those skills, Rack. It's funny, and I loved it. I thought it was great. That's why. You did an awesome job. And who needs a made bed, you know? I don't need it.
And Boo,
Oh.
your poem is on the board.
Ooh. Okay. This is called Whispered Wishes. This is not a refusal of happiness, no desperate plea for attention. Rather, a manifest of emotion, not some imaginary invention. Madness populating my head, hear those shouting ugly voices. Every one echo of my own, spelling out my lack of choices. Hopeless feelings have grown here in desolate cold orchard, a radiant place I once belonged. Now I'm welcomed and I'm tortured. Laid down my roots in quicksand, annual withered by afternoon, just a pile of wilted petals unless something helps me bloom. Dream of fragrant new beginnings amongst autumnal leaves we seize. Vibrant palette strokes the senses, whisper, bring my love back to me. End poem.
Wow, there's such great emotion within your words here, Boo. I really love the direction you took, the yearning, the longing, the grasping at your very words. I think the way you brought them forth are just typical Boo. You know, typical emotion, typical feelings, and bottom line is you're not writing a poem, you're writing emotions, and you bring us through that journey of the emotions, one that we can sit down and we can feel with you. Amazing job. Raz, what'd you think?
Thank you.
Yes, there is a level here as well, like the previous writer, of having a popular grasp of what we expect from this genre. They do that A-B to the extent that you're going inside this person's head, and what you're shown back is a living model representation of how to perceive some other reality in which, as you see, these lovers had to dispute, and what we learn thereof is truly either love or tragedy.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
And Rack, what do you think?
Yeah, I love the opening line in this. You take away the interpretation of it, and you pretty much just state exactly where you're going with it. But you do it in an emotional way. You know that it's like sometimes when we write what we do, people read it and they run off on their tangents or whatever. But you don't want any risk of being mistaken. This isn't what you think it is. This isn't a plea for attention. It's not any of that. But this is you did a great job pouring that angst out on the page and making no mistake about what it is that you're trying to say and where you're trying to go with it. You hammered it home very well.
Thank you, Rack.
And Soul, what do you think?
Oh, Boo, when did you pen this? You can, I think, just do wonders within few minutes, and the way you read this poem was like so soothing, it was, you read it with so much depth, and I could feel it in your voice, and every line that is poetry in itself, from the title to the start of, where you make a confession that this is what my emotions are, I'm going to pen that, and from just a pile of wilted petals, unless something helps me bloom, oh wow, this speaks so much, and your words, they are poignant, they are gray, they have shades of gray, and they are related to many, and yet they are so beautiful, fragrant, and so real that I think this is what poetry is all about, wherein you can glorify your pain, your happiness, your longing, your yearnings, and you've done a fantastic job.
Thank you.
I'm going to save it, on my profile. I really loved it.
Oh, thank you.
Grappling ideas at all levels of passion and love.
Yeah.
Yeah, what he said.
All right. I'm going to go ahead. Next up, I'm going to read mine here. Once again, I'm grabbing from the old poems that I really don't feel have had kind of enough attention. So this one's called Flashes of Remembrance. And I wrote this 6 years ago. And it goes like this. My days are stained with the youthful memories, times gone by with the sunsets, a flash in time resounding from my bones, echoing in an eternal pulse. My days I walked on Italian roads, catching lizards on the stone walls, or near the streams where tiny frogs hopped into the sinking sands, or tasting nectar from the mangoes fresh off West Palm Beach trees, the sweetest fruit I ever had, while lavishing in the ocean's breeze. But those youthful times have passed like the vapors on Lake Tahoe waters. Into the air they find themselves to eventually reign as memories and poem.
Oh, that's good. So, what do you think of that one?
This is like so heartfelt and shit, damn it, you got me into tears.
Oh. Then it was effective, Jay. Okay. You need a minute? I can go to Raz.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. Raz?
Yeah, there's a melancholy here of what it's like after post-war times and that acknowledgement of the Florida coastline, which is all but awe-striking and beautiful all year round. West Palm Beach, Lake Tahoe, these are all locations that are familiar with great lighting and what there is of a scenic view.
Thanks, Raz. Appreciate it.
This kind of reminds me of, like, you know, you're remembering all the things that were happening that were great, and now you're remembering them because you don't have those times now. In fact, it's really sad. The useful times have passed like vapors on Lake Tahoe waters. I think we all do that, really. We go back and we remember, and even the things that weren't really that great, we seem to think they're greater than they were when they're gone. Like after you break up with someone, all the things you hated, you now seem to love. And your emotion here is really, really strong. I mean, I feel the sorrow, I feel the sadness here, wishing to go back to those happier times. Really good poem, Jay, very emotional. And, yeah. Rack.
Yeah, you did a great job with this. I won't say selectiveness, but, you know, we try to filter through our memories and keep what we like and tend to, you know, push away the things that we didn't. So when you look back fondly on something, you get to pick and choose more or less on what it is that appealed to you, and you know, obviously it's going to be something that made you feel good, made some kind of way. But the Little Frogs was a beautiful touch. The feeling and the nostalgia of it it's laced with that, and you did a great job bringing that out.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And so,
I'm not going to comment on this.
Okay, no problem. You can write it down.
I want to read one of Rack's poem, you know.
No problem.
You know, you are such a master with words. I'm so happy you're not having one of those metaphor moments, you know. And but don't be like so raw that you know you'll have a laughing soul in tears. So this is so
Thank you so much. All right.
Sorry.
Now I thought Titus out on the board, so I figure we'll go ahead and play his audio next. And here we go.
Our inner outer space. A comprehensive language to fill all fantasy. Allow me a kaleidoscope of words I regret. The rocket holds no pleasure. This vagrancy unfolds a cosmos, once and for all regret. Beholds beauty, doesn't it? The universe does exhibit each a galaxy. Within an outer space, and with my telescope it gives me this buzz, to think of one light year the cutest embrace. The nebula, for instance, with its magical dust, a term derived to diffuse a harmony of stars. Gravity, a tug of war with density, and it must account. The moon, its craters and many scars. Activity of meteors astound the asteroid belt. A movement I do associate with fault finding. A butterfly effect keeps in order some svelte, best measured by the eye, not science minding. The planets remain a God-forsaken place, but for our own, whose orbit has an ellipse, it will, in keeping with our lifetime, seen as clear-cut. We see to fill those rings around Saturn still. It brings me down to earth to think of inertia, to hold the balance in our hands. A body mass remains equal to a tide, the moods vice versa, create a depth to which all answers will bypass.
I really, really, really like this piece. The metaphor of using space for all that is around us, I think, is just brilliant. Each individual aspect that Titus grabs a hold of, I think, adds to the beauty of this poem in itself. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Oh, there's just so much I can't even put my mind around it. Gravity, a tug of war with density, and it must account the moon, its craters and many scars. Yeah, we all look at what happens to us within life, and we end up with those scars and those craters and everything like that. I think that this is so much more depth in this than anything else. Activity of meteors astounds the asteroid belt, a movement I do associate with fault finding. Oh my gosh, that is so brilliant. That concept right there just blows my mind, those two lines, because, yeah, you know what? We all look for that fault in someone else when we should be looking for the beauty within them. I really love this. I love the way it's brought together, Titus. You did such an amazing job with this. Rack, I'm going to start with you. What do you think about it?
Oh, I thought it was gorgeous. But, at the same time, I'm kind of mad at you, Titus, because now you make me want to plagiarize some of your lines in a smart-ass kind of way, because I heard tug of war with density and fighting with my asteroid belt. That made me think of, something much less beautiful than what you presented to us. I couldn't help but turn it into something about fighting with my waistline. You did a wonderful job, though. I mean, all the cosmic language and the beautiful wording. It's funny because I haven't come up with a topic for my next show, and I was thinking about, people talk about space. They need space, but, not that kind of space that they want to be part, but the cosmic kind of when you look into someone's eyes, and you captured all of that in a beautiful way. But, my personality, I can't help but twist it in an irreverent kind of way. And I mean no disrespect to your beautiful words, but very, very inspirational.
And Raz, what do you think?
Yeah, there's more here on the solar system than it would be worth someone pointing out, like the poet is doing, to actually think and ponder what are these differences in terms of astronomical units from the Sun, Saturn, Jupiter, and the rest of the 9, 10 planets. And so as he's looking at inner and outer space, we have to learn these answers in order to find any general relation of where we are right now in space and time.
Wonderful, wonderful comment. Before we get another comment for Titus, I want to welcome to the show Salwa. Hello, Salwa. How are you?
I'm fine. Hi, everyone. How are you?
Bonjour.
Hi,
Salwa. Bonjour.
Hi, Sam.
Hi, Boo.
I reminded
Hi,
you.
Boo. No,
Hello,
actually, even
sunshine.
you reminded me. Hello, Raz. Everyone reminded me. I mean, you both reminded me, but I just wasn't able to get in earlier. Sorry. And Titus, wow, was an amazing. He has such elegance in his writing. Time.
Yes.
Time.
So, Boo, what do you think about Titus's poem?
Yeah, well, it's not a cliche. This is like otherworldly. Wow. I mean, just the way every time he presents it, he used all the words in the word bank. That's unbelievable. I don't even like word banks, but man, he brought this one to life. It's full of love, I think, and regret and visions of create a depth to which all answers will bypass. This deserves the front page if it hasn't been there already. This is outstanding. I have to read it again to give you a better comment, but this every single line, every single stanza is just unbelievable. A nebula, for instance, and magical dust. I mean, the descriptions are incredible. Amazing job here. I'll give you a better comment after I read it again. And the word, Spec used every word in the word bank. Really says a lot. Excellent job.
Wonderful comment. And Soul, what do you think?
The whole?
She might have had to step away for a second. That's okay. No problem. All right. What we're going to do next is we did miss one poem on Saturday for Rob, and I'm going to go ahead and play that sound audio right now. And this is Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix, left-handed axe-wielding melody sculptor of spangled roofs, strumming front to back, upside down, a plectrum-painted purple blaze of distortion revelations in a psychedelic headband haze. Voodoo child touching the sky with lighter fluid, rapid blue finger dancing over electric fretboard tracks, knee sliding into the station along wah-wah watchtowers, while strumming a tightrope, peacock struts rocking into Ladyland whammy bars, rolling out in bottled up violent drunken vulture humiliation. London launched his lysergic technicoloured foxy wizardry back across the Atlantic Sea, eventually popping up in Monterey, arriving in flares, leaving in flames. Next stop for Rock's lost clock insomniac was Woodstock, wings spread in a white-robed shawl, welcoming a delayed homecoming of messianic guitar trick magic, feeding 40,000 beatnik disciples with slick hypnotic licks. back across the Atlantic for a final bow, rising the Isle of Wight out to the sea, eyes wide locked, sleeping pools dropped, they popped back, volcanic vomiting erupting in a sandcastle, choking Jimmy's destiny.
Once again, I'm one of those artists that passed away long before, way too early in his life. Jimi Hendrix. He passed away on the Isle of Wight. I think some of his music is just fabulous. I loved his presentation, the way he came forth in front of an audience, and how he pretty much set up his style of entertainment. He captured an audience, he took it over, and he presented his music in a way that just was captivating. And there's pretty much nothing more to say about how that is. And I think Rob did a great job of grabbing a hold of that. In fact, what I'm going to do here, once we get comments, is I'm going to play a little Boo doing Jimi Hendrix Purple Haze here in a second. So let's first of all welcome to the show Tila. Hello, Tila. How are you?
Hi. How are you guys? It's been a long time. Hope all well. Hi. How are you? Just come for a short time. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
We're all doing pretty good. I'm going to get some comments. So what do you think of Rob's poem?
Personally, I don't know who Jimi Hendrix is. I heard that, as you mentioned, a British singer, and rest in peace, Jimmy. But I don't know much about him, so I will not say anything. Sorry about that. But Rob, you did a good imagery. Very good.
And Salwa, what do you think?
Oh, I heard this one before. His description is he took us back in the journey of Jimi Hendrix. His style, his struggle, his musical voyage, song, and even shocking destiny that he ended up with. The messianic guitar, trick magic, feeding 40,000 beatnik disciples with hypnotic licks. He was known for his the way he played the guitar, and he really gave him justice. True genius inspired me and even though I never, I loved his captivating ability. He's very incredible how he plays music. He will always be remembered for that.
And Raz, what do you think?
Well, it's a real tragedy how Jimi Hendrix died. He was part of that elusive club, which was later referred to as the 27 Club, and it included Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, all passing from bizarre ways of suicide, which was unintentional for that time period of their fame. And with Hendrix, you can't help but feel, had he been around to the 70s, would music have altered in any other direction than what it is today? How he set off in the 60s, that revolutionized what we know about modern rock.
Wonderful comment. And Rack, what do you think?
Yeah, he beautifully articulated the highlights of a groundbreaking musician. It's phenomenal, right?
And Boo, what do you think?
Well, wait, am I on mute? No, sorry.
No, we got you.
Okay. I thought the way that he read it was just hot, but other than that, I mean, I think he brought every aspect of Jimi Hendrix into it. I mean, from the Purple Haze to the way that he entertained on stage, and the way that he influenced music. I agree with Raz. If he would have stayed around, God, who knows what would have happened. But just for that short amount of time that he was here, his influence in blues, in rock, in everything he was able to do. I think, a great poem, and I can understand this one completely, which is good. And I thought it just rocked on this, and a beautiful read.
All right, and let's all sit back and enjoy a little bit of Boo playing some Jimi Hendrix here, some Purple Haze.
I forgot I had this one.
Bravo. Holy wow, that is just tremendous job.
Wow, I
Boo.
just
Wow, Boo.
Yeah, Boo, you just nailed that.
You nailed it.
Thank you.
Next you gotta do like can you tell me how you experienced? Yeah. Something like that.
Oh, okay, I'll try.
Yeah, there's so much awesome Jimi Hendrix. You did great on that, Boo. All right. But so with that, we're going to go ahead and Tila, we missed, I guess, one of your poems over the weekend, and we're going to have you read this one first. So if you would.
That's fine. Yeah. It's called Welcome to India's Party. You will see plenty of love in India. All our Indians from different parts of states has beautiful hearts. Our temple with so many idols to us, that's the most spiritual good feelings. Our yoga, meditation, which is from India, is so much respected all over the world. Yes, Indians are very noisy, but we are most enjoyable people on the earth. We celebrate each religion with respect. We have money or not, still we enjoy with laughter and spread happiness. We Indians have achieved a lot in 75 years to do with medicine, engineering, science, and technology. We Indians believe in peace and always think good for all. Our food is loved for all over the world. Just 2020 or few years past, India gave loan to Russia. Now this is the most beautiful thing I heard. Wishing Indian in India and outside India happy Independence Day. To whole world, let's all live in peace and harmony. Let's together enjoy this beautiful earth without any hate or prejudice or any racial hatred. Instead, let's serve this earth as one and all stay happy and love each other with respect. Thank you. End of poem.
All we are saying is give peace a chance.
People crazy in India going for Russia. That's all a political nightmare. They're always at war.
That's so cute. When I heard that and when I read that, I felt like, oh my God, is that true? But I'm very proud that in this 75 years we've achieved a lot. Yes, COVID and so many other things happened, but we're learning and we're moving ahead rather than going back. So.
Amen. And I'm like I said, I was very happy for India's Independence Day. Once again, we've pretty much gone all weekend with that, and it's awesome that they were celebrating 75 years. Just wonderful. Go ahead, Raz. What do you think?
Yeah, this is great, Independence Day, but I find it odd why Russia is politically there for India, least of all now. That country goes on making threatening gestures worldwide like China. That's our new reality of what we're facing now. They are a global threat.
We always see good side of it, As I said, people are good for India or not. We'll always share good things with everyone.
There you go. Rack, what do you think?
Taylor for president. There's a beautiful sense of pride and unity. Beautiful sense of pride and unity, Taylor. More people should have that attitude, particularly the people in power. It's one thing to be suspicious of another person's actions or whatever, but to embrace them at their face value and give them a chance to prove that they're not being deceptive, I think is equally important. And you get the stupid of that out in what you wrote about your feelings towards understanding and compassion.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And Sawa, what do you think?
I agree with Raz. There's a sense of pride and love and unity. You shared with us the spirit of India and its people. I have a lot of friends, Indians, and I cherish them.
Thank you.
Including someone named called Sheila. So thank you.
Love you.
Love you too.
Thank you.
And Boo Bear, what do you think?
I would like to say first, congratulations, Gold JCA, for your writing for Laughing Soul. And where is she, our dear friend? Welcome.
Boo, what do you think?
Well, I think, you can, like everybody else said, her pride and her heart here and the influences that India has made in the world are vast, the culture, the religion, the philosophy have had a profound impact on the world, and we can't forget that either. And I feel just the joy when you wrote this and the happiness in your voice, and I thought, you be proud, girl. You stand up for your country, and you be you. I loved it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Boo. Love you, too. Thank you.
Love you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And let me tell you, there's another thing about this poetry. There's some amazing Indian poets on here. They're amazing, everyone I know. And not only that, they're loyal and they're dedicated, and they uplift each other. So maybe we can learn something from them.
Thank you. We do also. We Indian learn a lot from all different cultures, from different backgrounds, and we're very proud. And especially in all poetry, so many people, you find a lot of people from different places, from different countries, states, and you learn a lot from them too. So very proud of that. Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay, Raz, your poem is on the board, my friend.
Here is Modern Rhymer. Modern Rhymer. Coming out to the sex scene, viral culture obscene, experience meaning like contact lenses wearing a young Jeffrey Dahmer when he was over the killing from his teens. T-cell microcluster, stem dependency, isomorphism, hybrid formalization, taking advantage of people all they want, viral culture negate virtue without any realistic concept of being merciful. Eggs and bacon are on ideal breakfast. Always a few eggs to crack to scramble all the messenger service sender. Looking at the ancient rhymer prefix with the overcooked timer, like a 46-year-old Brent Spiner. Appearing in the back of the head to the computer database, exemplar status, multicolored tone phono corroborating the hyperbole plane with a mute button to realism bite, static region, conform object attachment, projections regarding the future. Spaceship Earth is reasonably dexterous. Had they examined the flight plan manifesto, Dollin and Boo Boo Doll, beaten by the little kids is the equivalent of handling insecure drive control situations. Phantom limb, double whammy effect of the decreased stimuli, interval Myers, brake type indicator, the contorted controller, substantial substances. Famed psychologist Richard Robert Sears personally knew David Dukes. What gifted program promotes? Discrimination be higher learning, toxic waste cleanup crew. Extinction of verifiable living information around Plant 4 and 17. Someone hurt you along the way. They never face conscious recognition. Fairy godmother, all part of the lost woods of the shadow mind, indolent persuasion. End up like most men versions at heart, ever being capable to accept humanity. A master race is created from popular imitations. Claude Bonnet had a favorite imaginary game. Defy the house rules and tear up the $10 bill at the Hamilton Focus, crease bulging, the synthetic world semblance resemblances in the char spreading flames. Athens, Greece caught fire, a trail of gasoline, rubbing alcohol sparks the dowser. When words are exchanged, they are wording to say both parties are sorry. The proper authorities constrain the aim to world peace for the ready-to-strike peacemaker and the dark evil. Alice, the White Rabbit suit is Operation White Coat, using the experimental test study up to the waistline fidget to lure the barking tree frogs company retreat into the clear new pathways, antigen, pathogen, antibodies flooding the body, threaten the state to mimic the replication host. Hardline ego shows to the union credit score, well-versed disciple, proud of killing 100 figures of Cubans through Dingju fever, demonstrating etymological warfare, like a 3-star Hilton hotel who's a 5-star United Nations general. War crimes are best served with key lime pie. Conceal weapon charges to the probiotic diet supplement. Bring out the pint of rye. End poem.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there were some things that I really, really liked. I thought this was freaking one of the most hilarious things I've read. Eggs and bacon are an ideal breakfast. Always a few eggs to crack to scramble all the messenger service sender. I like that. I was almost thinking you were adding a little bit different type of crack to that sentence right there, because there was so much all over this place. Yeah. Spaceship Earth is reasonably dexterous. Had they examined the flight plan manifesto, yeah, the Earth can take a lot. You know, we get punished because of what the Earth is doing. You know what we do to the Earth, but the Earth can take a lot. And when it resets itself, God help us all. We're gonna be in its ravaged path. This whole thing is such a powerful way, and yeah, I can see where you bring up all your once again, your science, your pop culture, your current events, and all of that, and mix it in and create this rhyme. Just absolutely wild and absolutely brilliant. Let's start with Salwa. Salwa, what do you think?
My brain hurts from reading Garage all the time. I have to. There's so much. There's almost like psychology and. Hold on, I lost the page. 1 second. I'm really not kidding. I clicked on the see because you scared me, Raz. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh, I lost the page. Hold on. Where? Okay. I really lost it. Yeah. Modern. There's everything. We're talking about sex, obscenity, about everyday. I guess everyday life. When I see it like this, and modern life, you took us in a modern space where everything's happening from intimacy to sex to crime to breakfast. That's what I see here. And I really don't. I'm not gonna lie. I have to read it one more time. Kind of lost a little bit. But that's what I see.
Yeah, all those ridiculous circumstances, some have occurred in reality, but the nonsense here is why you have to refer it to that subsection rhyming. As I left my author's note, it's to be taken more serious than a bad headache and languages you find in nursery rhymes. What I was looking for, anyone staring at that thought, modern rhymer, none of this is supposed to tie them together, even referring to reality.
Okay, I'm not crazy.
Oh, that's good to know.
No, I'm not crazy. Thank you. Because I said, well, I can. Okay, now it makes sense. Thank you.
And Rack, what do you think?
Man, you always take us on a wild ride. This had a crazy feel to it about, the state of the world. You've include all of the pop culture and everything else that we're used to hearing when you write to make your point, and it's very very thought provoking and
Thanks, Rack. I have the flip side.
Wonderful.
Next time on Our House, there's going through the looking glass for Alice-like syndromes.
Alice-like syndromes.
All right, and Tila, what do you think?
I'll just say one word or a few things. Oh my God, Raz, it was beautifully written about so many subjects, many things, and it was beautifully written. And like Salwa, I would like to read it more and put my info into it. Thank you.
And Boo.
I think the way that you read it and the poem itself is very manic, and I think the way that you read it is adds to that so much, and that's actually it's really funny because you're so used to be writing something so serious, but really in this you're talking about. I think how rushed and we are in the world, and how everything's either come real quick or don't come at all, kind of. With the T cells, with the Brent spinner, and Earth is reasonably dexterous. All of it's just so rushed and crammed in there, and I think that's how society is right now, like hurry up or get out kind of thing. War crimes best served with key lime pie, concealed weapon charges. That's just hilarious, and it's very tongue-in-cheek, and I think it's hilarious knowing you, but I think somebody who didn't know you might be like thinking that this is a very negative poem, but it isn't. I thought it was entertaining and something different for you, Raz. I liked it.
I'm glad you grew accustomed to what I had been writing to understand why this one could have been nonsense. That I have a fair interpretation here.
Yeah. You're awesome, Raz. Thank you.
All right. Boo, I'm going to have you read the next poem. Boo, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I was just writing something to Raz. Sorry. Yep. Okay, I'm getting over there. All right. Okay. So this is from, well, I don't know how to say the name now, but it used to be Giscana. But marks of my demonic debauchery.
Mora.
Okay. His touch is electricity dancing across my spirit. His breath against my form is the inferno that consumes. His energy seeps within, intoxicating my every sense. Expletives of euphoria burst from our demonic copulation, burns through the ether, scorches our glorious souls. Impermissible desires took over, leaving there adulterous marks and poem. Oh.
Yeah. Harlotess.
Whoa.
Like a harlot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is this has got some serious sensuality and some serious darkness to it mixed in together, and I think she did a great job of bringing both those concepts out, and I really like the way she brought this out. Raz, what do you think?
Yes, there is a kind of scene which plays out with these exact words, and what we know of that desire between demonic forces and another subject is not readily one of which we're aware, to which the poet is clearly indicating the supernatural could occur without any conceivable notion. But I had seen a painting by one Macabre Bull from the 1890s called Tamara and the Demon. So I'm taken back to that very painting of what it must be like in these scenes portrayed through classic art where that confrontation happens with the supernatural and you have Lucifer come and show himself before man. These are rare occurrences, and if there is satanic possession, I see how this would have an edge of mystery till possibly all end of time.
Wonderful comment. Hila, what do you think?
I think beautiful, very superb written, every sense, his touch, his electricity, and I loved it. It was so beautiful. Yeah.
And Selwa, what do you think?
Let's embarrass Selwa.
I said, boo, thank you.
You're welcome.
It is. I haven't seen. There was a clip, I think, there before the poem, so maybe it's related to it. I don't know this poet. Tamara never. This is my first acquaintance of her. As everyone said, it's sensual and just the imagery. If say it all, even from the first stanza. With the first line, he touches electricity dancing across my spirit, his breath against my form. That costume. I don't know if she there's darkness at the same time, sensuality mixed together, which is I don't know.
Everybody might remember her as Driscona Soulweaver.
Yeah.
She changed her name from Driscona to Femora. And Raconteur, what do you think?
Oh, I thought this was a very intriguing piece. It made me think more of the sensuality was kind of embracing that darkness.
Yeah.
So it had a very I won't say sinister, but a ominous undertone to it that carried it along for me.
Mhm.
All right, Boo, you read it. What do you think?
I love demonic copulation. It's just hilarious. But this is like such an intimate sexuality, raw chemistry. This is like, it's not good for you, but you want it anyway, even though it's probably going to fuck you up. You're still going to go there anyway, and permissible desire took over, leaving those adulterous marks. Like from the first line, his touch of electricity, dancing across my spirit. I mean, she just wants him, he wants her, and there's just no way about it. And it is very sensual, but it's dark. But it's kind of like, well, why not? Just go for it, you know? I think she laid it out good in a very good poem, very raw. And that's how it's supposed to be. I think if you watch the clip, you'll see. Great job.
All right. Now, from one spectrum to the other, we're going to go ahead and play Salwa's poem here.
From the devil to the angel.
Oh, goodness.
Here we go.
Poems. A silent dream, un rêve silencieux. The petals of 1,000 roses, she dreams of them so closely. Her eyes fear that they will fly with the wind. Her words of love, she sends a whisper to your heart day and night. How I would love to hear your voice to bewitch me. My heart breaks in the well of tears, because since you life is pale, I want to love you forever with my body and my soul. Oh, how I love your shining eyes, your hidden tenderness, your curious intellect, your unique style. I love them, love them. Her heart burns to you, only you, even if it is just a silent dream. Les pétales de mille roses, l'on rêve de si près, ses yeux craignent qu'elle s'envole avec le vent. Ces paroles d'amour, elle envoie leur murmure à ton cœur jour et nuit. Comme j'aimerais entendre ta voix pour m'ensorceler. Mon cœur se brise dans le puits de larmes, car sans toi la vie est blême. Je veux t'aimer pour toujours, avec mon corps et mon âme. Oh, comme j'aime tes yeux brillants, ta tendresse cachée, ton curieux intellectuel, ton style unique, je les aime, je les aime. Ton cœur brûle pour toi, toi seulement, même si ce n'est que dans un rêve silencieux. End of poem.
Wow, this is you know what? There's a little bit of heat to this, and I don't care what you say. You know, the angel wasn't completely without a crooked halo there.
Get it, girl. Get some.
I'm just saying, this is actually sweet, romantic, and with just a touch of there is a little bit of a touch of sensuality in it, and I think that it kind of makes that whole thing kind of a brilliant piece, and brings it to a level of intimacy that goes beyond just just her dreamlike state at times. I think you've
Jay.
this is a progression of the dream, and I think
Jay,
you did an
even the dream has
incredible
to come
job.
through eventually, Jay.
Yeah, there you go, boo. All right, and Rack, what do you think about that?
I think our little angel never claimed to be an angel. That was just something that I on for. And her passion's always been there. It's just usually directed at nature. But she is human. She is human, and the heart beats.
Thank you. Thank you, Zafir. Thank you, Raconteur.
And Raz, what do you think?
Yeah, there is an adoration within this piece. It is highly devotional, and what we perceive of that silent dream, it's a connection you could only find trying to observe some form of subternal pattern inside of the separate subject matter. When you're told of her hunger and how her heart burns, you can see that it's one of those dreams that anyone holds on to because they believe it should come true.
Wonderful. Tila, what do you think?
Oh, wow. It was a beautiful ride, Salwa. And the petals, and also are from thousand and thousand petals, are holding those silent dreams softly and magically, whispering, do not fear, because silent dream will one day will come true. And it will flow on you like walking on the aisle. And it will. Beautiful.
All right. And let's bring the real class into the...
So sorry.
Let's bring the real class into these comments. Boo, what do you think?
Let's class it up. No. I nominated this one for the front page already. This is so beautiful. And you know what? Eventually, every dreamer's dream has to come true. And more than anything, I hope yours does. The emotions here are so beautiful, so raw, so real, romantic. How would I like to hear your voice to bewitch me? Wow, that's just deep and romantic. And whoever, or I don't know who this for, or it's probably for no one, but either way, what a lucky individual to have so much devotion. And again, I'm going to say, what's wrong with the men in your town? Just laid out on your heart out on the line so honestly here, so raw, like you rarely see you do. You know, her heart burns for you, only you, even if it's just a silent dream. Woo, go, Stella. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah. Get some, Stella.
All right. All right, we have a little something special here, folks, and Raz, I'm gonna need your vocals on this again. It's another poem by Lawrence 67, but it's something extra special.
Oh,
so go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So, in this special by Lawrence 67, we have Well, It Brings Out the Dark Rights featuring Miss Lil Boo. Holla! Ween! Brings out the dark rights, the guys and ghouls, scary shit sights. How so you might say, Miss Little Boo, damn, you scare the shit out of me. Well, it does bring out the dark rights. What does? Miss Little Boo, damn, dude, why you scaring me? Well, it brings out the dark rights. What does? Miss Little Boo, what the fuck? Look, fucker, if you scream Miss Little Boo in my ear again, I'm gonna kick your ass. What do you mean, Miss Little Boo? I told you, asshole. Come here. Don't you run away from me. Come here. Mr. Little Boo, that did it. I'm gonna kick your Halloween ass all the way to Memphis, mother hopeful bitch. Help! Miss Little Boo, you're gonna get it now. Help! Well, it does bring out the dark rights. Shut up already.
Oh my God, Ralph, you're perfect for that.
Oh, that was great. Okay, Rack, what'd you think about that one?
That was perfect. That was fantastic. Boo. Bring out the dark rights.
Whoa, stop scaring me. Oh, I heard Sala laughing during the entire thing. So, what do you think?
I don't know how he does this.
But there's a pink one.
Funny, and you really brought it to life, Raj, with the reading. Well, it does bring out the dark rights. What does? Mr. Wu? It's funny. What do you mean? The petition is hilarious. It's like you can literally visualize it from a little tiny teen. Hilarious. So thank you for the last word.
And Raz, you read it. What'd you think?
Awesome read.
Yeah, there's great humor here. in this manuscript. It was a thrill to actually experience in real life and perform for Lawrence. And however others might feel about Boo, that she brings up scary stuff, it's just that, like she always said, you guys get creepy and demented.
And boo, 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 boo. I'm scaring everybody. What do you think, Boo?
I love the read. I mean, Raz, you brought it to life. You're amazing reading his stuff. He said he wrote this because he told me he doesn't have any dark poetry, and so I told him, I'm sure you do. And then so he wrote this. I thought it was funny, fun. It made me laugh. He's crazy. You know what he told me? Boo, you always say, I want some of what he's smoking. He told me that. I always say that, and I said, come on down. You're hilarious, Lawrence. And I won't say it this time, but, give me your address. No, I'm kidding. I thought it was so cute, so fun, and a good time, an amazing read. Thank you.
Absolutely, I agree with that wholeheartedly. How funny can one person be? That's what I'm saying. Because bottom line, it is absolutely hilarious.
You remember what he wrote underneath my poem, the last when I showed it to you, JCA? It's so funny. He wrote something like, I haven't really read this, but I go through and I look for people who haven't gotten much comment on this particular poem, and I pretend to read it. He wrote underneath my poem.
I know. Yeah, it is. It's freaking hilarious. All right. With that, I'm going to put in another audio for us, and this is Xylophonic Blues.
Say hi to Bud J. Bud's on the board.
Yeah, Pluto. Good to see you. That song was awesome. We might play another one of yours here pretty soon because I still got time, and I'm enjoying myself,
time, right?
and I'm on vacation.
Yeah. Oh, speed round.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So let's go ahead and put blues audio in here and sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Gargoyle eyes, rogue, cornflower moon, a social commodity, freezer burn, numb thorns, ping pong on fabric walls, self-replicating worm in a cognition-occupied space, blindsided, cloaked, eroded, a deadbolt parasite, lucid, his estuary of self-absorption, shackles, frontal lobotomy, steel talons in threaded fog, cerebellum's asphalt kettle baton, blindfolded, railed, echoes collide, Skyline Valley Suicide Squad, skeleton, grave digger's limbs, overlaid loom, spider, fingerprint walls, frenzied hypothermia, 9 lives under coffin skull, fluid leaks vapors, his corridor cloaked, causeways, frosted scar, mismatched edge, hypothermic veins, acid raindrops, heartbeat, fall under icicled cadaver's wedge, tombstone quilled porcupine, chambers, shackles, hollow footsteps, concourse, chained blades, zebra's sinister smile, tick, tick, tock, tunnels, stapled splotch, phantoms, phosphate placer flute, ragamuffins hourglass shawl, sewn 6 feet under, torqued, plotted, jagged, sawed, mirrored, book slotted, evil, pure evil, laughing, intensified, rectified, clarified, die, die, die. End poem.
especially. Does anybody else picture in their mind a serial killer actually reciting this to himself in his mind while having someone in their basement shackled up to the wall, walking up to him?
No, only you.
With a scalpel in hand. No, I'm sorry. Maybe it is only me. I don't know. But that's what I kind of. It's like this is. It's like an evil. It's a jump around an evil person's mind and their thought process. I'm not calling Blue evil, but I think he captured that quite well, and absolutely fabulous. Selwa, what did you think of that?
Figure it out. He said that he took some of the poem that he dedicated to me lines and put it there. I'm trying to still find the connection. I'm so slow. I'm really, because that one is happy and the other one is like scary. So I have to see how he took them and twist them to scary. I still haven't figured it out, but it is definitely scary with his voice, and I can see now what you said, a crime, scene of crime. I can see that now that you put it there. But I think it was meant for the dark show for Boo and Rob. Yeah, I think that's why he made it so dark, because he usually doesn't write that dark. He usually
he told me he
very happy.
Yeah.
So that was
for the dark show.
So that was.
I'll tell you what. If I thought in my mind serial killer, and then he mentioned something about writing something about you in this, I'm sorry. I take back what I said before.
No. That's not what I said. No. That's not what I said. Let me repeat. No. That's not what I said. Clarify. He wrote a dedication, and he said he took some of those lines of the dedication he wrote to me and put them in here, or connect. That's what I meant. Sorry, I wasn't very clear. No, not like that.
No problem. Raz, what do you think?
This is one of the greatest distortions of modern time. You're taking John Carpenter's epic motion picture, Halloween, brought out the myth of Michael Myers. Is he still out there? Who knows? With Tommy Boyd, with Laurie Strode, and what you've done here, it's of a proportion of which society should be affected. Because if that poem originally said Sam Hain, why does it now mention that film, Halloween?
Amazing job. Boo, what do you think?
Yeah, this for the dark show, and I haven't told him, I don't see you. I don't know if I've seen you right. I mean, anything dark. I'm used to butterflies and fairies and colors and flowers and everything. But this is so, just the picture, the format of it is amazing. It just makes, the voice is just really creepy. I think that's like a machine, right? I know there's an app, so it's just creepy, and then skeleton.
That was his voice. That was his voice. He didn't change a thing. But yeah,
oh my God,
he just changed his voice. Yeah, you always think everybody is using an app. No, people aren't using an app. They talk.
No.
Like
evil, pure evil, laughing, intensified. Really great. And let's see, what did you get on this one, Jay? What's the score
think it was
here?
a 9.
There you go, the king. Tell you what, I don't know how he does it every poem, but.
All right. And Rack, what do you think?
Yeah, he does an amazing job going cycling through scenes, kind of like flashcards for me. And he transitions from one thought to the next. And like you guys mentioned, the darkness is a little unusual for him. So, I want to say it felt black and blue to me.
Everybody's got a little darkness in them, Rack.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He let it out.
All right, Boo.
Yeah.
Boo, we're going to have you read the next poem for us.
Okay. Rack, by the way, I have a suggestion for your next show. You don't have to take it. It's just a suggestion. I just thought you might be interested. Just don't let me forget to tell you.
I don't produce straight out of money, but little Gary, you'll have to bring up the suggestion with the director.
I mean Rack. Sorry, did I say Rack? I meant Rack. But no, I know. Little Gary's already got you guys hooked up already for Friday night.
You said Rack. You said
Rack.
Rack.
I did say Rack? Oh, okay. Yeah. Just don't let me forget to remind you. Don't let me forget to remind you. Okay, anyway. His memory is way better than mine. Okay, this is from Irish Scott. Who were we before all the nights of laying down wishing for death in a world not meant for us? Who were we before all the terror struck, leaving us cracked and broken? We were happy. We were full of life in a world that thirsts for the blood of the innocent. Who were we? End poem.
No, this is a powerful piece. You know, you could take this back to 1999, when 9/11 hit. You know, you could take this back to any point in time where something hits us, like the pandemic currently hits us. You know, there's moments in time where we take this and we take a look at it, and it kind of paints that picture of the moment in time that we're at. So I think it's a very powerful piece in itself. Salvo, what do you think about this?
It's really sad, just like how much pain she have, and everything, like about her brother that is not healing in a way. Just maybe the writing and really moving in a way too. Who were we before? As you said, before this death came and took her and her brother, how they were and how their happiness are, and we were full of life, a world that thirsts for the blood of the innocent. It's so sad and really digging in the bone.
Wonderful comment, Raz. What do you think?
Yes, this strikes a fundamental question of our ancestral past. As you see in these conclusions by the poet, there are these earthquakes going on at gravitational forces right now. There was one that struck Haiti just earlier this week, killed 2,000 people, and that has anything to do with what our history was here. We have yet to completely learn the effects of nature we're undergoing now as to what there was of the species in our ancestral past. And so you start there from who you were to understand now who you are.
Wonderful comment. Boo.
I don't know. I kind of see this totally different. I kind of see like everybody asks themselves what happened to us, the more innocent us, before we were tainted, before we were dirtied by what people or their opinions or negativity or racism, whatever it is, before, when we were just innocent and pure, and getting back to that genuine goodness that we were born with. And she wants to know where it is and can she get it back. And I think maybe we all want to know that at some point. And it's a good question to ask, and it's short, so it's right to the point. I think great writing there. She just wrote it, so good job. I don't know if you can get back, but it would be nice. Jay, I think you got a lag on the...
Oh, sorry, I had myself on mute. Rack, what'd you think?
Yeah, that thought, who were we, kind of reminds me. It sounds like, it's pointing out the fact that, life isn't stagnant. People change, they grow together or they grow apart. Not just relationship, it's the entire world. So this thought can be taken in 100 different directions at the same time. It's really a very deep brevity that is very expansive in what it touches on. there was an idea wrapped in that too. About I think I mentioned it already. Growing together or growing apart. I think that's the big piece of it. Because some of us. It just it affects us in so many different ways, and when life is stagnant, I think it just dies, So the fact that it's ever changing, and the fact that things are turn into what they are, it's just unavoidable. She did a great job bringing that out.
Would you like to get that innocence back, right? Like the purity of being not tainted by everything else in the world. I would.
Yeah.
All right. Now.
Jay, stop moving around.
Salwa, I'm going to have you read the next poem. You're going to read the next poem for us.
Okay.
And we have, and I need to clarify. Her name is Lela. It's not Layla. It is Lela.
Oh, Lela. Okay, that's why.
She has corrected me on that before, so I want to just pass that on.
Lela, beautiful name.
The glasses.
Okay, 1 second. I don't know why. Okay, here we go. And here we go. I don't know why I timed out lately. And it's by Lela. Okay, secondhand. Lela, right?
Yeah.
Lela.
Secondhand chance. Or I didn't say it right. You're right. A second-hand chance for a context in a sleep. Crashed the promise centuries old to the pile of dust even older, embellished with the purpose of waiting. And she loved closed door too much to move on. And he believed mirrors broken would become windows open. And story unfolded in pure and plastic stagnation. Love they both, this empty salvation. Chains break when roses are deep asleep, dead asleep. Jar full of homeless mistakes, always willing to be adopted, with no blame to cast and no meaning to keep. How charmingly the reality a dream reincarnates. Shallow crystals of planted sea across a blink. Winters through another fair belief. Only nights to save. Lose the days. Overmolded proposition to my once beloved self-accusation. The book prayed for more pages to bleed. But second-hand gathered announced movement, forced to eternal sleep. Will I put those hinges of rusty hopes at sleep? May there be few of you more to hear, melodies, none but mine that I'm not to bear. The screams and dreams feed the social acid healthy destruction to soulless man, soulful tomb, a prideful opposition. I so wanted to be me, but you also hereby promised to hear me. The second-hand feather denounced movement, forced to eternal sleep, and the phone. Wow, she's an incredible writer.
Yeah, and considering how young she is 21 years old, and she and English is not even her first language, which I think just blows my mind. But the way she pulls all this stuff together, her studying and her just everything about this, I see it a little bit, and I'm not sure if anybody else sees this, because I look at especially that third stanza when it talks about, chains break when roses are dead asleep, a jar full of homeless mistakes, always willing to be adopted, with no blame to cast and no meaning to keep. How charmingly the reality a dream reincarnates. I almost see this as taken from a child's mind, where the child always looks for a positive in things, and a positive in things, and a hope. and each time that they're put down and they're let down, they always have that dream that comes back to them, and they hope the next time it's for real. And I almost look at that in a childlike way, and I think that this whole thing is spectacular in itself, and she did an amazing job with this. Rack, what do you think about it?
Oh, I enjoyed this very much. It was very deep for me. I don't know what to say more than I thought it was amazing.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. And Raz?
Yeah, stunning new talent. This was a great share. It had that quality of any kind of romantic poetry. And what they're holding on to with the perspective of the eternal sleep, one could only ponder, are we even awake now?
Wonderful. And Boo, what do you think?
Yeah, this is so... I can't believe she's only 19. I mean, every time I read something from her, I'm just like, whoa.
She's 21.
She loves
21.
those.
She's growing.
21.
She's growing up, Boo.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, she's growing up. Since the 2 years she's been here. There you go. And she loves closed doors too much to move on. It reminds somebody stuck in the past who wants to go back to that love that maybe wasn't good for them, and she knew it wasn't good for her, but she still is drawn there, I think. And damn, a book prayed for more pages to bleed, but secondhand feather demands movement for eternal sleep. And maybe that she's willing to die. I don't know for this person, or she feels dead without this person. I think this is really amazing. This deserves a front page too. This is incredible. Yeah, beautiful, amazing. I have to read it again too, but I'm with everybody else. I'm with Rack. Outstanding. Yeah. She doesn't get enough recognition.
Sala read it. What do you think, Sala?
This is staggering, right? For I agree, beautifully done. I see more like romantic too, and it's more like a deception love. Someone who's blaming her again and again, and there's deception and pain. She wishes for something, but she knows that like. Jar full of homeless mistakes, always willing to be adopted with no blame to cast and no meaning to keep. And then accusation to my once beloved, self-accusation. The book, maybe actually I don't know if she's accusing herself, if she said self-accusation. And the book prayed for more page to bleed. I really like her words are bleeding, pain, and incredible. I can go on forever. Her imagery and her writing is so eloquent.
Absolutely wonderful. Okay. And we got a couple more poems before we go ahead and do a speed round. I got no problem doing a speed round. I'm on vacation. Okay.
Oh, you're on your vacation.
I forgot your vacation.
On vacation.
I was going to say
That's right. Yes, I am on vacation, and I am very excited about that. I know everybody else is just so excited about that, too, and I'm going to just rub it in all day long. But
I hope you're having fun. You're going to have fun plans. Are you going to have some fun plans? Are you going to do some fun stuff?
Here you go.
We're going to go careful and hang out on poles.
Okay, we're going to visit.
I am on vacation. Let's hear it, everybody. All right.
Let's promote the
and I'm going to go ahead and read.
Tour.
And I'm going to read the next poem. This is by Christopher S. This is called Blood Like Wine. And it goes like this. I wasn't searching for you. I was vying to be me. We collided like two, and one into three. Walked in fields tumbled and full, troubled wolves at our feet, stone hands for the bowl, in sweat, sour and sweet. From the dirt of your voice to the pain in my lungs, call it a ranking of choice for a tangle of tongues. When we collided like one and one God into two, an early churning sun barded black for night blue. Confessions dried on parted lips, amid dark and midnight stumbled, crushed opaled and open ships, lightning flashed and thunder rumbled. We traded fake jewels like thieves behind time, exchanged for new rules, whispered in linen and blood like wine. End poem.
Damn. Huh.
First of all, what I want to say on this one is, bottom line, what an incredible rhyme scheme. Okay, the rhyme scheme structure of the poem itself sticks out as something that a professional would do, and he did that so well. I love the passion that is contained within the words. There is a sensual side to it that really grabs a hold of the emotion and grabs a hold of the reader and allows the reader just to partake in the overall feeling of the piece. And I think it was just an spectacularly put piece. Raz, what do you think about it?
Yeah, the language here is a bit like our Todd. From what I see of this perspective, you have it's one that points out all these different elements simultaneously, like an alchemist would, and then you have that final touch of what effect have we come to this conclusion of how our lives are all that more separate. If these gods had been day and night, if these gods were as different as dark blue and midnight black, there is just the fact that we are here in a form of agreement, yet at the same time not of the same forces.
And Rack, what do you think?
Yeah, I love the opening thought. You know, wasn't searching for you, vying to be me. You know, very often when we express ourselves honestly is when we attract, you know, the people that we want in our lives and that are good for us. You know, I find in my life and you know, when I look around, a lot of the people that whine about, you know, not being able to find someone or whatever, it's because they either put on airs or they hang around people that, you know, they've got no business being around. You know, that expression about being out of your league, that there's a reason for that. You know, it's not so much that you're uncomfortable or you don't belong. It's just that, you know, it's at the end of the day, it doesn't fit right, I guess. And you know, when you're yourself, you tend to attract and draw the people that are like you, and you know, that always has a positive effect. The language in this was gorgeous, and the thought was very I don't know, intriguing. It's interesting and well constructed piece.
Wonderful comments. And Boo, what do you think?
This is incredible. I mean, this speaks of just heartbreak, and I think what Rack said, I think it was Rack said, someone who's out of your league or someone. I love the first line is amazing. I wasn't searching for you. I was vying to be me. That's so strong. It's so amazing. From the dirt of your voice to the pain in my lungs, it's almost like a love-hate thing going on here. And we traded fake jewels, like they were fake around each other, the fake pleasantries. They weren't really who they really were. But they seemed to, maybe the only way they connected was sexually. I don't know. That's kind of what I get from the ending there, exchanging new rules whispered in linen. But I'm not sure. But this is really deep, really amazing. Another one serves the front page. Awesome poem. Good job, Chris.
And Stella, what do you think?
I think from the title already indicates to us it has this sweet and sour kind of pain, blood like wine, something that tastes good but it has pain. And it's telling a story, love story, where it started. Sometimes you meet people you really, well, especially love, like it remind me of love from first sight. You don't really search for it, but you find it there. And that's how it was. But then it ended in a sad way, confession dry on parted lips, and a dark midnight stumble, crushed open ships, lightning, flash, thunder. But it ended up in a very sad tone, and maybe even fight or something, because they rumble, and it's beautifully such a beautiful pen. I read a couple of his poems and keep reading more, actually, very captivating write.
Wonderful. Okay, Boo, I'm going to have you read the next poem for us.
Oops, I was on mute, sorry. Okay. Tila. Simply watch. Oh, I like that picture. The world is tall with its high-rise building lit with all neon lights. She coolly sitting carefree of the world, stretched her beautiful legs on the balcony, sipping and enjoying the read. This story down, the lovely black cat sitting and watching the world go by. Don't care of anybody unless it's a white mouse that might interest her. Coolly, a guy watching from the opposite window, admiring both beauties. A graceful moon stretching her bright, long twine out. Other with her tail swirling to and fro for the lovely catch. Both are hunters in their own right. Sad, nothing they can do except watch. End poem.
I like this. It's so clever, drawing comparisons to the two figures within that particular painting. Let me see, the art is a painting called "Sitting in the Rain" by Jeff on Pinterest. Jeff spelled Geoff. I think that it was quite a wonderful way to compare, to put it together, and I really like the way she did that. Raz, what do you think?
Yeah, this is really fantastic. It's straight out of one of those beat jazz movies from the 30s and 40s. You have that person precisely angled there on the balcony, and it's very true that these men or gawkers staring, their minds can wander, but at the end of the day, they will go adieu, very remorse and unrequited Romeos.
Ha! And Stella, what do you think?
This has reminded me when I was a teenager and I used to sit in the balcony like this and study, and then something similar happened. It really took me back there. And those days, it's really lovely. And I love how she just took this picture and took it to another level, stretching, bright wine. Tail swirling too, really lovely, very dreamy kind of poem. Beautiful, Tila.
And Boo, you read it. What do you think?
I thought the contradiction was fun, and all they can do, and I love the ending. All they can do is watch, kind of there, like teasing, maybe taunting, but it's like, you can't get none. So it's kind of funny. And then has to put the cat in there. That they are kind of cat-like, both of them in a way, kind of praying, sort of. I thought it was cute, and I love the picture.
And Raconteur.
Yeah, there's a sense of admiration when you catch something beautiful, and that frustration that's contained in that thought. When you can all you can do is watch. It's a bittersweet kind of thing that I'm sure we've all experienced at one point or another. Like looking at a piece of cake through the glass. I can't have it. I really enjoyed this.
All right. Let me tell you what we're going to do next, folks. We are going to go ahead and do a speed round. And we will I've already got a poem for you, Rack, so don't worry. We're going to actually start with you. And what we're going to do is go and pick one of your poems, try to make it a brevity, and we will have one person comment to each poem. And I'm going to start with Rack to give everybody time. But Rack, thank you very much. I hope you know what's coming out. Here we go.
Elvis Impersonator's Love Song by Raconteur. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I'm so fat and lazy that just ain't happening. You're the devil in disguise, but even the devil had his hound dog, and even a hard-headed woman can wrap a man around her finger as easy as falling off a log. In my heart, I know you won't be cruel, and I'll make sure you're not lonely tonight, because I hate it when you're all shook up. Let me love you tender and abate your fright. It's now or never. Let's check out of this heartbreak hotel. Damn the suspicious minds. They can all go to hell. Just help me put on my suede shoes that are your favorite shade of blue. 'Cause if we dance a little jailhouse rock, you know I can't help falling in love with you. End poem.
All right. Let's see who I'm going to pick out of the hat to comment to Rack's poem, and that's going to be Salwa. Salwa, what do you think of Raconteur's poem?
Mr. Romantic, again and again. I like how he took Elvis' song and turned it. In my heart, I know you won't be cruel, and I'll make sure you're not lonely tonight, because I hate when you all shook up. Let me love you tender a bit. Really love that song and turn it to a great tribute to him, romantic, and just you kept the spirit of Elvis in this, and your singing is so cool, and almost like actually personification of him in a way. I think the personification of Elvis as well. Very clever, right, and romantic. Excuse me.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. It's so funny. Okay, I find my poem, but I didn't put it there. Sorry, give me 1 second, because I'm slow. It's the Calin.
You can put it straight to the board.
Okay, what's wrong with me? I can't put anything right today. It's the one called here, a light hug. Sorry, I'm trying to grab it, but I was reading the same time. I couldn't do both. For Raz. I keep saying Raz, Raconteur, sorry. Okay, here we go. No, I put it in the wrong room. Oh, embarrassing. I put it in poetic, here we go. Gosh, here we go. Okay, do you see it?
No, I don't.
Did I put it in the wrong room? Oh my God. I put it in the wrong room. What's wrong? Where is? I think I put it there. Yes, I put it in the right place. No?
Am I blind, folks? Did she put it there?
The last thing I see is my Tila.
Oh, I put it to Boo. I gave it to Boo. Sorry, Boo. I'm so lost. Sorry,
There it is. I see it.
I'm so out of it. Okay, here we go. A light hug, un câlin de lumière. Ses pensées se sont éperdues entre ses bras. Son amour, un câlin, lui ont baisé le cœur. Sa tendresse a effacé ce gros chagrin. Elle s'est rappelé, les femmes sont nées pour danser avec de l'espérance. Her thoughts were lost in his arms. His hugging love kissed her heart. His tenderness erased her sorrows. And she remembered women are born to dance with hope and the storm. Shortest brevity.
All right. Let me grab out of the hat and say, boo. What do you think about this?
Oh, I love this. I love the picture. You just wrote this one, huh? Her thoughts were lost in his arms and hugging and kissed her. This is serious longing, wanting, a needing, and it's so beautifully written. Wow, I can't believe it's only 7 lines. So, no, 6 lines. Incredible. And she remembered women are born to dance with hope. Oh, that's so true. And you still keep us hoping, the hope alive there. Very romantic, beautiful job there. And man, I hope that your dreams come true. So I've been praying for
I'm just a dreamer, you know me, just a dreamer.
You know? Yes, you deserve to dream, but that dream deserves to come true, too.
Thank you, Boo.
You're welcome.
All right, and Boo, your poem is on the board.
This is in a whole other direction. Okay, this is called Desolate. Dry, cracked skin, bullet hole eyes, charred, chapped lips, amidst sullen sighs, sad, vacant stare, apathetic touch. Tell me, sweetheart, what happened to us? She's simply a ghost in a woman's shell who's no longer here. Why can't you tell? And poem.
And Razzle Dazzle, what do you think of Boo's poem?
Yeah, first of all, it's a wonderful animate image that there is of the caption piece. And second, what this artist tries to capture in these words is very postmodern. There's that abstract appeal that they're actually going through your own senses of what you usually perceive. And if that ghost is there in that shell, are we now in some form of simulation?
Thank you, Raz.
Oh, I hope we're not in a simulation. All right, Raz, you may put your poem on the board.
Yeah, I had to find my shortest brevity piece that I've had posted on my page recently. And here it is for you again, without further notice.
Uh-oh.
Green Enigma. Green Enigma. Ellen Green tried suicide, slipping ice, the secret combination divide. Ellen Green was stabbed 20 times. Ellen Green believed in eternal life, heaved and brine. Ellen Green swallowed Klonopin to deprive the anxiety derived. Sam Good came home to the body post-mortified. Sam Good not asked me why. Sam Good was read inside to have lied. Was it just yesterday you saw Ellen Green alive? And poem.
Oh, perfect for JCA.
Yeah, this is a nice little kind of like a bait and a bait and catch kind of something where you're turning around and smoke and mirror. I'll call it smoke and mirrors here because ultimately you do look at death, and Sam Good came home to the body post-mortified, but who died, who lived, who killed who, what's going on? And I think that this is actually quite brilliant because it's like and I made fun of this with everybody at my work, but I was metal detecting out in right out in the property here where I live, and I found an old revolver from the 1960s. That is a game piece from the game board Clue, from the board game Clue, the old revolver piece from the 1960s, and it's cool because it was kind of a funky little thing, but it's like who killed who, and this is like a game of Clue. I like how you brought this poem forward because what happened, who did what, and who did who. And I like how you started out
based on
with
a true life story.
Ellen Green's
You
and
read
the
about
Sam
all
Good.
the sick stuff over on the other side of the web, Jay. On Ellen Green, Google. It's
Ellen
a real
Green,
tragedy.
anyway?
This person is not known to have either committed suicide, been killed, or even found by the husband.
Wow.
Oh, wow, yeah. And like I said, that creates a great murder mystery in itself. So excellent job, Raz. Really enjoyed it. And lastly, I will go ahead and put my poem up. But before that, let me remind everybody that Friday, 9 o'clock, talk to us, Raz.
Yeah, we're going to be straight out. We're going to go to the beach. When we get to the beach, you just lay down as much money as you want in the sand or in the water. We back out. We hold our party. And then whoever seems to be the winner, we're all going to pretend that you have all the money on the beach at the end of the night and throw you in the water.
So their topic is the beach for Straight Out of Money, in case you didn't get that.
I think I got that. And then on Saturday, 10 o'clock Eastern, it's On the Verge. Me and Verge, we want to know your definition of treasure. What do you think treasure is? Is treasure something that's personal? Is it an actual thing? Is it something you find? Is it wealth? Is it a person? Tell me about your treasure. And that's what I want to know on that day. And then open poetry on Sunday. And during all this, I'll still be on vacation. Thank you very much. I just want to remind everybody that I'm on vacation.
Oh, that's so good because you won't be so regimented, Jay. So strict, old sergeant over there.
I'm going fishing, folks. I'm going fishing. Yeah. I don't know.
Thank goodness. Please,
you sound so happy. You sound so happy.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah. Yeah, good.
I'm breathing for things. Work has really been busy lately, so yeah, that's where it's at. All right, now I'm reaching back from the vaults and pulling this one in. I call this. It's another one I wrote about 6 years ago. It's called Baggage. And ultimately, Rack's going to be commenting on this one. And it goes like this. Apparitions won't leave my conscious, as I'm bound to the shames of my iniquities. I drag these phantasms along in my daily walk, preventing them from wandering too far away, because they make me feel comfortable. And as I try to gain ground, I lag behind, affixed to my baggage. End poem.
Wow. That's an interesting word when you talk about baggage. The connotation of it. I want to say, everyone thinks of going on a plane trip or something like that kind of thing. And the joke, I guess, turns into when you're in the dating world, my baggage is only a carry-on, that kind of thing. The things that we carry with us, it's really a debilitating kind of a thing, almost like, living in the past and not being able to move on, I guess. You articulate that very well in this, not being able to get beyond it. It can ultimately hinder us and stop us from moving on. And it's something that we all have and really can't get away from. The best thing we could hope for is to just pare it down to, the essentials.
I love the picture, Jay. And then ghosts won't leave my conscience. That dude looks like he needs to let some of those bags go. Start over. But just want to say that.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, boo.
Hopefully you don't have that many bags anymore, Jay.
That's a lot of baggage, yeah. All right.
I mean, next
With
week
that, I
I'm throwing my
want to
baggage. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
let me throw a bunch of thank yous out there to everybody who's been part of this awesome show. My first day of vacation. I just want to remind everybody that. Thank you, Raz, Rack, Sal,
Vacation, what's that?
Soul, Tila, all
Before you
for
go, where
calling.
they pay you, but you don't do your job for free.
Oh, my vacation was
I'm
2
sorry.
weeks of COVID.
I'm being paid to sit on my ass, okay? I don't care what you
Even
say.
better, man.
Thank you, Titus, for being out on the board. Everybody who wrote for us, we greatly appreciate it. What's that one?
I said, well deserved. JC, you work hard, so enjoy it.
Yeah, no shit. Very hard. You deserve it.
I agree. Puff,
Rest
puff,
your ass,
fast.
baby.
All right, we're going to have a good one.
Rest your back, Jay. Rest your back.
Thank you, Boo. Thank you, Boo, for all you do. We really appreciate you. None of this would be happening if it wasn't for you. And with that,
I was like Linkin Park, the last poem.
Linkin Park.
Hold on.
Ooh, we got Linkin Park, Jay. Maybe.
I'm looking for it right now. I think I do. I got JKL. Linkin Park. Let's do.
There you go,
okay,
Raz,
Boo's
for
gonna
you.
do a little Linkin Park for us.
you,
Here we go.
I'm rocking today, apparently. Thank you, everybody.
Rita.
Thank you, Brian.
Love
Thank
you
you,
all.
Boo.
Thank you.
Talk Radio.
Thanks for having me. I love it. Oh, there's my phone.
In the end, it doesn't really matter. In the end, it doesn't really matter.
All right, and with that, I'm going to sign off and call it a day. Thank you, everybody, and this is JCA signing off.
Enjoy your vacation.
Yes, I'm on vacation. Thank you.